Thanks
me
for coming. I
on
really
your
appreciate
podcast.
it. Yes, this is great.
This is happening, guys. Wow.
I've been looking
I'm
forward to
here
it.
with the legend, White Table Talks.
That's right. This is huge. Now, another one of the things, let's make sure everything
Sorry, I just want to get this. Like, guys, look at what he did. Look at that.
Yeah.
I got my official welcome sign.
Not a lot of people
Wow.
get Not a lot of people get popcorn.
Bless.
For sure. You're, so sometimes I get lucky, like finding people. I just look on social media.
Yeah, I was
look
like, how did you
through-
find me?
I look through hashtags and do hashtag Minneapolis because I put hashtag Minneapolis on a lot of mine. And I happen to catch you while you're in town.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
crazy. That's real crazy.
So when I go through these hashtags, I see, just whatever post and your post jumped out to me.
That's insane.
I look a little bit more into it. Oh shit, she's a lot of followers. She's not gonna respond to me.
Oh no, I
You know?
respond to everyone.
I
I'm
love
really responsive because,
We're all
more opportunities.
Absolutely.
Plus, I love what you're doing. Like, this is,
I appreciate that.
this is Minneapolis.
It is.
People on the come up. Like, there's not a lot of platforms
For sure.
for us out here.
There's not a lot of Minneapolis-based platforms, despite the large amount of people in Minneapolis trying to make shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
This is great.
I just included you in Minneapolis. Where are you from about?
I'm
in the
sorry,
city?
I'm really a mess here.
Oh no, get settled, do your things, make sure everything's good. I do want you to be able to see the monitor, and we can move anything around. We can take a media break and honestly get everything settled because it is important that you can see your monitor. Can you see?
Yes, I can see my monitor,
All right.
I think. I look crazy, y'all.
No, you don't. You look great. It's gonna come through great.
Down there.
You're from Minnesota.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be. We'll take it.
Yes, let's.
yeah. Taking
Yeah.
it slow always helps. I just, I want the people to turn and, just get comfortable, forget all this shit is happening, even though there's a lot of shit happening right now.
Oh wait,
Look at
they
all
can't
this.
see you.
They don't need to see me. This is the Soul Stone show. Come on, let's see you. Oh.
But yes, I am born and raised here in Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
Yes, but I've always moved around.
Oh yeah, I've been picking up a lot of moving around vibes from you, but like.
It's hot.
It's a little warm. I could open the window.
Yes.
In the Minneapolis specifically, because people from wherever the fuck in Minnesota like to say Minneapolis, and it's okay if you're from wherever the fuck Minnesota, but
No, born and raised in
In the
Minneapolis. But my mother and I, we moved around every single year. So
every year
every single year.
around the city.
Yes.
For what?
Just like growing up was tough because it was just, my mom being a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to like couch hop
Oh wow.
at first.
Okay.
And then we finally got it together. But it was like Minneapolis, then Brooklyn Center, and then
Okay.
every year it just changed.
Throughout the cities.
And then in high school, I decided to live with my boyfriend and his family at the time.
Where'd you go to high school?
Armstrong High School.
Okay, yeah, you are a city girl.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you lived with your boyfriend and his family during high school. That's an early time to do that, but shit was different for you.
I was engaged at 16.
Wait.
Because, my life was so rough, with my mom.
So, that led to you being open to such a major change. You were willing to get married, you were willing to, that's very...
To change my life.
At 16, you were engaged.
Yeah, that's why, as soon as I graduated from high school, as soon as I turned 18, I actually moved to Chicago.
Okay.
And then from there, moved to LA, lived in LA for 10 years.
Right after high school, you went to Chicago, and then you went to LA.
Lived in Chicago for 1 year, lived in LA for 10 years.
Oh shit, that's been mostly LA. You've been LA based most of that time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have people out there? Or was it just like some big crazy leap that you took?
It was basically a crazy leap. Like, I did have one of my sisters living there. She went to UCLA.
Oh, tight.
But, like, these are my half siblings. So we always, like,
so there's
grew
a little bit
apart.
different, like, distance between the two.
Yeah. So all my half siblings lived with their mothers.
Okay.
So
was it like a remember me type moment? Like, hey, I'm your sister, I'm gonna come out there, is that cool?
kind of, because I reunited with them when I was 16.
Okay.
But we've always still kind of been like spread out because they're older than me. They're married, kids, and everything. So
Different fathers, different mothers.
different mothers, same father. My
Okay.
father was a player.
Okay. And
Player.
that's something else I wanted to get into because you are ethnically ambiguous. Okay. And so can you explain a little bit, like,
Yes.
your background? Or?
Yes. I am Liberian and Filipino.
I should have guessed it, damn it. I should
Did you
have
know?
guessed. I was gonna say Filipino, but if you guess anything wrong, you look like a racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I felt some Filipino, and then I didn't know if it was like African American, something of the sort. I probably wouldn't have guessed Liberian, but very cool, very interesting.
Yeah, but yeah.
Do you think that? Okay, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but that's something that I do know in LA or just like in the industry in general, being ethnically ambiguous can be helpful. Do you think that serves to help you in your success, or?
Well, growing up here, you know, that's not really normal. Well,
Oh,
when I was younger, so
Okay.
I was bullied in
like,
school.
what
Yeah, everyone was like, "You look different. You look
the fuck? What
weird."
are
You know?
you?
Yeah, so I was always bullied.
Damn.
Like I was the girl that was like getting jumped and like tripped in the hallways. Like it was like that.
Just for being different and pretty?
Looking different and being pretty.
Okay. Fuck this
So-
bitch. Everyone's mad.
Basically, yeah.
That's funny, but unfortunate at the same time. Did couch hopping and all that stuff, did that strengthen you, or like what did it do for you? You know, I mean that's a pretty general
Yeah.
question, but I mean when you go through this shit in your youth and whatever, like it really affects, you know, how you operate and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry. I think this is shutting up.
When did, speaking of followers, when did they start taking off like that?
When I first moved to California, so when I was 19, because I so I started off as a video vixen. So I did like so many music videos with so many artists.
I know.
I was modeling. I was going to so many like celebrity. Wait a minute. How did you find that?
Trust me, I was so excited.
What?
I went through the music videos. I thought this shit was so.
Oh my! I hate you. How did you do this?
I'm so impressed by your work. When
Oh
I
my
saw
God.
this shit,
I'm embarrassed.
I made sure I had a babysitter for today because this is very important. Like this is
No, I
check it
thought I
out.
was gonna meet your son.
I know, no, he would fuck up all the audio. But hey, if we hang around long enough, he will be here. His mom
Because
don't
I'm like,
play.
he makes the show.
He is a star. I think I'm his co-host, honestly. But
That's amazing.
no, the videos you were in, I thought it was very interesting. I have so many questions about how they came about, what it was like on set, because you played different roles in each of the videos. Like,
Yeah.
in some you were the lead lady, like in the video with French Montana, A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
You can see you were clearly a lead, but in the other ones, like the G-Eazy one, there were 35 women there. You know what I mean? It was a lot.
It was a lot for that one.
So I'm curious about the difference between like, the experience.
I'm sorry, let me go back on live.
Thing.
So much going on.
There is a lot going on.
You know what? No, let me go on live on that phone. I'm tripping.
Hey, whatever you prefer.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm just impressed. Like, you really
You know?
do your research.
It's upon my research I found that we're in the same year, what, 28, 29?
I'm 28.
Finding out that we're the same age when you feel like, okay, this is my peer. And I can just be excited for my peer, and I could really, be excited for you and what you have coming versus if you were 32 years old and I feel like this grown, mature woman is in here.
Older.
I didn't know. You really don't know. I mean, like, when you're 28, you're basically 33. Like,
I
it's
know.
the same thing.
I'm getting old, y'all. Like, this is wild.
That's scary in the industry, isn't it? Like, as a woman.
No, I mean, Lady Gaga didn't make it till she was 30. Steve Harvey didn't make it till he was 30.
The fuck? I thought Lady Gaga was 22 when she made it. You would imagine, especially women, that they.
And I feel like a lot of people in the industry lie about their age. You know?
I remember when 2 Chainz came out, people found out he was like 37. People were like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, 2 Chainz was older when he was like really, really popped. And it surprised folks. But
shout out to 2 Chainz.
Shout out
I
to 2 Chainz.
remember meeting him at a party, and I went up to him and I said, you and I are going to do a song together. And then he said, just wait your time, sweetie. It's going to come. 2 Chainz, you better stop playing with me.
It's gonna go. Wait
The
your
time
turn.
is now.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yes.
Have you ever been disappointed by someone that you met in real life? Because I would imagine you met fucking everybody, or you've been in a room with a lot of people. Everyone's been cool. And you don't have to name drop because you want to be in the industry, you know what I mean? But I'm just,
I mean, like, I don't want to say nobody well, there's going to be a lot of disappointments. Like, I've had a lot of deals, like production deals, not working out. A lot of men in the industry selling me a dream, acting like they're really going to do something for my career. And really, it turns out, oh, you want me to be your girlfriend, actually.
yeah.
Or, like, I feel like some artists, maybe I might have hurt their ego when I was younger, maybe.
How?
Like, I remember, I can't say a name,
You don't have
but
to. You don't have to.
there was one artist I was in the studio with, and I thought that we were going to be working on music together.
Yeah.
And I actually used to work at a recording studio upstairs from him. And his friends were in the room as well. And it just like turned out that he's like flirted with me. So I was young and crazy at this time. So I'm like, I get out of the booth and I'm like, this dude is crazy. Like, I'm telling his friends like, yeah, he's crazy. Like, he doesn't know like the type of artist I am. And like sometimes you can't just be like talking. You gotta watch what you say.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I just was saying whatever I felt.
Shit. No, I think I'm understanding. Like, he was anticipating one thing and sort of made it seem that way. He was like, oh, this nigga's tripping.
Yes, I got out the booth like, he's funny, and yeah.
Oh, damn. I can see how that hurts someone's ego big time.
Yes, I can't be doing all that.
What did you start doing first? Was it modeling, music?
It's actually always been music. Like, so I started my first girl group here in first grade.
Oh, wow.
Yes, like I had like a girl group obsession.
Okay.
So I was in different girl groups growing up here. And then, girl groups are really tough. So when I went to LA, then I decided to start like.
Come on! That's the city, man. You was in a girl group, and I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off.
Moved to LA, decided to start my solo career. It was just that like modeling was taking off first, and a lot of people in the industry was like, focus on modeling because that's gonna help with your music. But really, that like actually fucked me up because people weren't taking me serious when it came to music.
Oh, they're like, you're just pretty. You just focus on that.
Exactly. So that's why I had to change my name and like I started over.
Okay. What was your name before?
My real name is Kawai. So I went by Kawai and like killed it with modeling.
Okay.
With music videos, with like different brands and stuff like that. And then it just really like fucked up my music. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna delete all my social medias. I'm gonna completely start over because music is number one.
You dropped your poppin' model persona.
Yes. So that modeling page was already at like 30K. So then I just dropped everything, changed my name to ZOLA Stone, and here I am, blessed, and currently working on my album.
Yeah, well, that's very exciting. I was listening to, obviously, I was listening to everything throughout the past few days in anticipation of you coming. I watched the Side Effects video today.
Oh my god, that's old.
It is old.
It is old.
Was that a real gun that you had in that video? Do you remember?
No.
Okay, because
No.
the gun surprised me. Okay.
I want a gun collection though, and
Okay.
yeah, like I really want to get
You
into
really want
that.
some guns.
Yeah, that's my thing. Weapons are my thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
Why?
I have like a knife collection already.
I've
I
seen
have
you with a lot of
swords.
knives. Oh, wow. Hey,
Don't be scared. I actually have.
I believe you.
You want to see my pocket knife?
Is it the pink one?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the pink one. I've seen a lot of that one.
I hate you. This guy knows me more than I know myself.
I'm a fan, real fan. No, I became a fan of that, and I love that about this thing. You find local artists and watch them just do their shit. I can't even call you a local artist. What am I thinking?
I am though.
Do you think so? Are you a local artist, or are you just like a blossoming artist? Like you're.
Yeah, I'm always growing and blossoming, evolving.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a traveler, but
How much time do you spend here, really?
once a year.
Once a year. From the
Once
holidays.
a year. But you know, still like this is where
It's home. Okay.
this is where I'm born and raised, so I gotta rep Minnesota.
For sure. No, that's great. But shit, I went to I guess Phoenix a couple times in my life. I'm never fucking going back to Minnesota. Oh my god, you go somewhere where it's warm? I was like, no, I'm fucking done with that place.
I
But
know West Coast got the best weather.
oh, it's unbelievable. You were in this Kidding video.
That was my very first music video I ever did. When I first touched down to LA, like it was crazy. Like somehow I ended up in this video.
You were what, 19, 20 when this?
I was 19.
I remember being in college with this song. I had a lot of teammates from California that just love Kidding and whatever. How did
That's
this
crazy.
happen?
What happened to Kidding?
That's a good question. That is a great question.
Wow.
How did this come about? Did you just go in and have some agencies and they were like, hey, here's a video, or?
So like when I first moved to LA, like I only had $500, and I drove from Minnesota to LA. And I had nowhere to live. Like I was living in my car. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was like, I gotta hustle. So I actually got a job my very first day. I got a job at Forever 21. And then I was just like connecting with people online, just like emailing like crazy, like directors, like setting up photo shoots and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And I got booked a job. It was like a really popular like sneaker convention thing.
Okay.
So I was modeling for that and promoting for that. And then one of the guys introduced me to the guy that produced this song.
Okay.
So then that's kind of how I like
Okay.
got connected with Kidding, the producer, and the makeup artist.
Wow.
So yeah, I did like a photo shoot with the makeup artist, and then she was like, yeah, we're shooting this video. We're gonna come pick you up.
Okay.
And we did it.
So you went out there, you found a job immediately, you were hustling online, you were letting
I
everyone
was
know.
hustling online, like social media,
Mhm.
like I'm just good at that and good
Yeah.
like with connecting with people.
For sure. And then through social media, through online, you ended up working this convention. And then after the convention, you were networking, and then somehow that turned into.
Well, for this music video,
For
yeah.
this one specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. Understandable. You know, you never know. When you went into it, you didn't imagine that you'd be
Oh no, I did. Like I always knew.
Talk
Like,
that talk. Yeah, I feel it.
no, since I was little, I knew. I told myself when I turn 18, I'm moving to LA. I'm gonna model. I'm gonna act. I'm gonna do music. And like I was already researching like who are the top directors, the promoters.
Yeah.
So I like got connected with one of the biggest like promoters in LA. Shout out to Mill Ticket Emails.
Okay.
So I connected with him. He was booking me for all these music videos.
Tight. Oh, really cool. So when you went into the convention thing, you said, I'm gonna make connections. This is already, shit's
Well,
gonna work already.
Just overall, like being in LA, like I'm just like, whatever I gotta do.
So was the G-Eazy video part of that, you getting hooked up with this meal ticket person?
Yes, through emails. So
Okay.
yeah, he even booked the A$AP Rocky one.
Oh,
like,
wow.
He booked a lot of music videos
Done
for
a lot of
me.
work with this. That's really cool. Like, you guys are.
Shout out to you.
Everything is great
That's where
these
like
days.
all began.
Yeah, tight. So it started with music
Yeah.
videos, and you have some on-screen like television credits as well, or I saw one.
Small roles.
Okay, yeah, I saw
Small
one.
roles.
You played the classy escort in something. I forgot what it was. But
Escort.
I can pull it up. I can show you what I found. I couldn't find the show.
What was it?
Oh my god, I don't want to pull down the we gotta
I
find
did
it.
like Chicago-licious.
Oh yeah, I did all my research out for
I
the
did.
Chicago-licious.
Oh my
Secret and Lies on ABC.
Oh, Secret and Lies, small role. But I worked with Michael Eli.
I was check you out.
We were on the same set. Yes, but just
Yeah.
small roles.
For sure.
You know, I'm not there yet.
What do you want to focus on? Like, what do you want your thing to be? Like, is it going to be, like, obviously music videos, probably you're beyond that now, or?
Right now, I'm just focused on my album.
Okay.
This album is literally going to change my life. Like, the album so far is amazing.
Hey.
So,
When is
that's
that coming out?
I don't have
What's
a date
What's it
because I
called?
don't want to rush it.
Understandable. The dates are tough.
Yeah.
But you
I don't
have
know.
songs on it already. You have
I already
things-
have 5 songs done,
Okay.
and I'm just working with some of the best, you know, top producers, songwriters.
Excited.
So it's not a game, y'all.
You have a name for it already?
Yes, MOONFUMES.
MOONFUMES is coming out at some point, perhaps
This
in 2022.
year.
Okay.
This year.
Very good. Okay, we did the music videos. Dancing, I don't want to lean too much on that because upon research, I also feel is 2022 your last year doing that? Or?
I wanted to be my last year doing it, and as well as my family, they want me to be done.
Yeah.
They never wanted me to do this, honestly.
I was curious about the start with that. I'm curious about, I'm going to
Oh yeah, the start. Because people ask me all the time, was it your dream to be a stripper? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
But like I said, when I moved to LA, I had all these different jobs. Like at one point, I was literally working 3 jobs just to.
That's too much.
Because I was couch hopping and then I was living in my car and I was like, I gotta get my own spot.
Right.
So then it came to the point where I started working at strip clubs, but only as like a cashier, waitress.
Okay.
So I did that for a few years. Then one club that I was working at, I was a waitress, but I was just on call. And I really needed more hours at this time. So then basically they just fired me as a waitress. And they said, you know, how about you just dance? Like that's all we're gonna offer you.
Oh my god.
Like, and at this time I was living downtown, $2,000 rent by myself.
Jesus.
And I did have 2 other jobs, but it's like the strip club was really what was paying the bills, you know? So since they fired me, I said, okay, I'm gonna try stripping for one day. Like, if this doesn't work out, then I'm gonna sue you guys.
That's what I was thinking. That was my immediate thought. But that sounds
Yes.
illegal. Right? You can't.
Yeah.
You can dance though. We're gonna fire you just because.
Well, because when I was waitressing, all the customers wanted me to dance anyway.
It's not up to them. That's so bothersome, but
Yeah.
I understand.
And I used to be a hypocrite, guys. Like, I was the one that was like, I would never dance. Like, why would you do that? Like, you're basically selling your body to a man. Like, you know, and the person that I was engaged to at 16, he left me for a stripper.
Oh, wow.
So I always carried that hurt with me.
I see. Yeah. Interesting.
Then I got into it, and I was like, I should have did this a long time ago. This saved my life, literally.
Interesting. Was anyone around you? No. When did you start specifically? How old?
So I've been dancing for 5 years.
5 years.
Traveling.
Traveling the whole
Traveling
5 years?
dancer. Yeah.
Shit.
For 5 years.
So you started when you were about 23, 22,
Yeah.
23?
Yeah.
Okay. And the people in your life, they were initially, was anyone judgmental? Were there?
My sisters. So I have 2 half sisters. I just call them my sisters though.
For sure.
Yes. So one of them, she's like super protective over me. So she called me right away, and she was just grilling me. She's like, "How could you do that?" And you know, she has kids, so she's like, you know, my kids look up to you, and I don't want them to see what you're doing, you know. But I don't feel like hiding anything that I do, because I also feel like I'm a feminist and I shouldn't be judged for that.
Absolutely. If there was a market for men's stripping, there really was.
There is.
There's a market for it.
Are you kidding me?
Is there money to be made in Minnesota? This is a big thing to tell me
Well,
right
Minnesota,
now.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Okay, if there was a place downtown called Meat where men just dance, if there was. See,
Oh no, that's just.
I don't want to dance for dudes, no. But oh my god, my whole point was there would be no judgment if dudes could do it. If like it was a real thing for dudes up here, every
There
man would do
probably
it.
is.
Oh, don't get me started.
There's probably like private shows and bachelor parties. I used to do it.
Yeah.
I used to do the private, and then I had to stop because I'm like, this is too much.
Were you ever
I don't like
at it? Oh my god, I have so many questions.
Whew.
So
It's a
first,
lot.
wait, are there any of your peers that you're inspired by? Like, is there anyone that you want to emulate? I think, obviously, I was being the same age, you're a peer that I think is doing amazing shit. I think you're an inspiration. Is there anyone else who's under 30 that you think is great?
I mean, I just look at so many stories that are similar to mine. You know, like I was talking about Lady Gaga, she didn't make it till she was 30 years old. You know, she was just waitressing.
Yeah, did not know that.
Getting in different studios, and you know, so that's really inspiring to me. Steve Harvey is inspiring to me because he lived in his car for 3 years.
I didn't know that shit either.
And he was just living in his car, working a 9-to-5 job, saved his money and invested in property. Bought his first property in Texas, which became like a boys ranch, like to help like boys or something like that.
Okay.
And just look at him now.
Yeah.
You know, but there's so many stories like that of artists that were homeless. I think even Jennifer Lopez was homeless.
That's a really cool thing that so it's not necessarily people that are our age and out that are doing cool shit, but you look
It's
through
the
other
stories.
people who've been through a similar journey, similar story that resonates with you, that sort of keeps you going, let you know that I'm not alone in this. Other people had a similar struggle, and I could be the next Steve Harvey if I wanted to.
But that's why I also love Cardi B, because it's just like, look at Cardi B, guys.
Oh yeah,
like,
right.
I think even Trina was a stripper at one point, I think. I mean, but Cardi B is just a big one, because I'm like, see, it can be done.
Yeah, she was one of the
It can be
clearest,
done.
like, from stripping to, like, what, Love and Hip Hop to
Yes.
fucking Cardi B. You know?
Cardi B, man.
For sure. And that's gonna happen to you, and that's why this was again, so exciting to me. I just feel like this is like one of those little moments where like, Carter wants you still Carter B with the fucking teeth. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's gonna fucking switch and something's gonna happen.
It's happening this year. Like, I feel like God is just, He's getting me ready. He's getting me ready for that moment.
I can feel it for you. Sometimes it feels like I'm getting people in here that I don't deserve. I feel like they're just giving me time that I like.
You've had so many amazing people. I really have. And it's just like, man, you are putting Minnesota on. You're giving us the platform. It's really dope.
When was the last time you went through a transformation?
I mean, the transformation happened when I decided to release the last guy I was dating.
You decided to release him?
I had to release him.
Like he's an athlete. I love that. You had to let him go. Okay.
No, like, God really sent him to me because I learned so much about myself.
Okay.
Like, I learned all the lessons that I needed to learn through him in that short amount of time.
Okay.
It's crazy. I mean, I could literally write a book and tell you everything that happened us dating those 2 months. It's
you
not
probably
one
should,
part.
honestly.
But
not about the relationship, but about your life. Write that book.
I have really changed into like the woman that I want to become, the artist that I want to become.
Good.
It's unbelievable to me. Like, that's when I started working out every day, becoming obsessed with the gym.
Yeah.
You know, reading my affirmations, building an even stronger relationship with God.
For sure.
Once I really just let go of everything, I mean.
So I hate to cut you off, but there's a couple things I noticed. Yet you travel all the time, but you're always in the gym. Do you have gym memberships everywhere? How the fuck? How do you do that?
Well, yeah, I had to get Planet Fitness because there's a Planet Fitness in every state.
Okay, you can go anywhere all the time.
Exactly.
Okay, tight.
So, but I wasn't planning to go back on the road. What happened was, I moved back to LA for this guy, and then I was living with my stylist. Like, she was helping me out. She said I could stay at her house, so I did that. And it just, everything fell through. The relationship didn't work out. The roommate situation didn't work out. Me dancing in California didn't work out either. Like, I was literally leaving with $0. Like, and then I ended up back on the road again. So that's why I had to change my life around.
I see. No, there's so much about that
It's too much.
Yeah, no, I wish I had you for more time. So I'm like, why didn't this work out? Why didn't that work out? Tell me about that too. But we don't have to because that's old.
Yeah, it's old news.
And it's 2022, and you're on the precipice of some great shit happening. So fuck what didn't work out. Everything's about to work out.
I'm gonna get engaged this year and have a baby. Did you forget?
No, that's huge. I forgot. We have no idea to who or by who, but it's happening.
It's happening.
That's very exciting. That's so exciting.
Get ready. The next time I come back on here, you're gonna see a ring on my finger.
You're gonna be pregnant.
You're gonna see me pregnant.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
That's very exciting, honestly. And as a parent, that's how.
I'm so.
I kind of started to body change this. In the meantime, tell me about a song that was stuck in your head recently.
A song that's stuck in my head.
Do songs get stuck in your head? Does it not happen? What's your favorite song right now? Did you listen to music on the way here?
Actually, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that I was listening to my new song. It's called Picky.
Okay.
And I've been playing it a lot, actually, but I played it on the way here, and I'm just like, man, when I drop this song, Picky, like. It's a summer anthem because it's like letting the ladies know, like,
be picky.
I'm picky, like, you don't get access to me, okay? You better act right, because we let a lot of these guys in and they just treat us like trash.
So be picky.
Or they treat us as an option. I'm not no option. I'm not no second choice anymore. I am the number one, not the number two, playboy.
Not even number two. Silver is good. Second place is good. No? No?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I need the ring.
Okay.
Okay, I had enough of that. 2021.
Oh, okay. Second place is that's for last year's shit. This is
Exactly.
the golden year. This is
Exactly.
the ring year. This is.
So, the ladies, they're gonna really love this song. It's really.
I'm excited for Picky.
Women empowerment.
Okay.
And just this album's really gonna talk about my story, everything that I've been through.
I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. I obviously, like your stuff on Spotify where I listen to music, so I'll be waiting as soon as it comes out. I'm gonna know, we're gonna be listening to Picky.
I'm gonna be everywhere pretty soon.
Do you have a preference on the East Coast or West Coast?
Oh man, that was so tough.
I know it.
But I was actually going to move I was gonna move to New York last year. And I don't know, it didn't work out. Like nothing was working out for me last year. Nothing.
2021 was tough.
It really was. But I don't know. I love both.
So immediately after here, you're going out west, and then immediately after that, you're going out east.
Yeah.
So
And then after that, down south, baby.
You going down south after that?
March. All March, I will be in Atlanta and Florida.
Fuck.
And I'm supposed to be working with a producer out in Miami.
Are you still dancing in March?
Yes, I'm going to be doing everything in every city. So dancing, modeling, acting, music. Because I feel like last year I didn't do it right.
Okay.
I was way too depressed and going through way too much.
That's it.
But now it's like, I don't know, I'm not really doing it alone. Like I was alone those 3 years on the road. Nobody was on the road with me.
You on your own?
I
Someone's driving state to state?
Driving alone. Several times I almost died because like weather conditions.
I feel like you should have an entourage with you at all times.
But now, like this year, like I'm doing it right. Like now I got the backup.
Yeah, good. Good.
So I'm doing it big this year.
Hey, I'm a fan of ZOLA Stone. I'll drop it all to come be your entourage. I'll come.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do,
Yeah.
and if that means doing it alone to get to your destination,
100%.
you gotta do it alone.
100%.
And it's so, people are so scared. And that's why you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to ever get, to your destination.
Are there any moments that stick out? Like, do you have like a scariest moment of you? Like, did you ever just stop on the road and say, I gotta stop. I gotta stop doing this?
There was one time, I believe I was in like Utah, Colorado area. So I was driving through, literally, snowstorm, you couldn't see anything. I'm out of nowhere. Like it's foggy, the snow, it's icy, slippery. My car is literally just going like this through the roads. And I was like passing through this like motel. And I had to drive back to the motel because they literally shut down all the highways, all the roads. There's no way you can cross. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop at this motel. So as soon as I park in the lot, there's this guy that walks up to my car and he's banging on the window.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I don't know, maybe he wants to ask me for directions, but I don't know where I'm going either. So I roll down the window and he's just like, yeah, like I guess we're all stuck here in this motel, like, and he's trying to talk to me and I'm just like, I don't have time to talk, like I gotta figure things out, so I roll my window back up. He's not leaving me alone. He's not leaving.
Scary.
So I'm like, let me move my car to the other side of the parking lot. He follows me to the other side of the parking lot. He's literally following me everywhere. He won't leave me alone. Like he's being creepy as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, this is the day I'm gonna die and get raped. Like I already know.
Oh my god.
But I had no choice. I had to stay at that motel. Like, or else I would have been freezing to death in my car. But eventually, like, he went to his room, and then I told the guy at the front desk what was going on.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Hopefully
you gotta watch
the front
out
desk
for
guy
that.
cared or like could do something about it.
Nobody cared.
That's some guy was like, hey, like on your
I thought
window.
Yes, he was not leaving me
Unacceptable. Too much.
So after that day, I was like, I don't
Like
know if I want to be on the road like this. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I literally had no choice. I didn't have a home.
Mm.
Like, people think I wanted to be on the road. No, I lost my home, literally. After COVID.
Yeah.
I lost it.
Okay. Because you were on a lease before that? Or
Yes, I got a brand new apartment, and the apartment was supposed to be for me and the scammer guy.
Okay.
Left the scammer guy. COVID happened. That's when my life fucked up. I wasn't making as much money as I used to.
Did the club shut down?
All the clubs shut down, except for down south, so that's why I started heading down south and dancing out there. But it was still tough because I was just behind on bills.
Right.
Because I'm paying to live in hotels and Airbnbs.
Oh my God.
That I still couldn't keep up with my rent.
I would imagine. Jesus.
And once again, doing it alone, he was supposed to be helping me, but he never did.
Is there anything that you're proud to have left behind in 2021? What are you proud that I'm no longer beholden, I'm no longer like that, I no longer care about this shit? What are you proud to have left behind?
Man, I really stopped like the old cycles.
Okay.
Like dating the same type of man, that's just like the type of guy that never gives me enough. Like, it's me putting in all the work.
Right.
So I left that behind.
I think everyone, a lot of people have a similar experience with like being the one that's giving the effort in a relationship. A lot of single people have that experience. Like, man, once they get out and no longer deal with people that don't care as much as I do.
I'm just putting that love into myself and God now. Like, it's amazing. Hey,
Cal, welcome to our interview. This is ZOLA, Stone recording artist, model, everything.
Hello. Oh my gosh, I just saw this.
Yeah, so it's gonna look pretty cool. Oh yeah,
that's
there.
So cool. Like, you have the coolest dad ever.
I'm pretty cool. You hear that? Honestly, this is first time I really felt like I was sitting with a celebrity. So when I say
no, because when I live, most of my interviews is like when you have people come from the hood and you talk about like them being engaged and all that. Like, I love that because it's about the stories, the real stories, the struggle.